Welcome, parents, to a very interesting and new type of school year. My name is Mr. Kinnett, and I have the pleasure of teaching your children 8th grade science. It's going to be an interesting year. I know it's not going to be the easiest year. There are going to be some challenges that we get through, but please just be aware that if you are having some challenges, try to communicate with me. Let me know through email. That is always going to be the best way to reach me. Send an email. Sometimes encourage your student, if they're having the struggle, have your student send me that email. My plethora of emails I get each day, I try to always prioritize my students' accounts first, because those are the students I want to guide to get through the topics, and then I go through parents and so forth past that. But I try to always do student email first, so let them know, send me a personal communication, teach them how to talk to me, and that's usually who I can help immediately. I teach 8th grade physical science, so I get the pleasure of teaching like all the invisible topics this year. We are going to learn about forces in motion, electricity, magnetism, waves, and really not waves in the sense of looking at a wave. We're actually going to learn about waves like digital transmission. So it's not the easiest topics that we get to, chemistry as well. But it is a fun experience. I try to run a projects-based classroom, so it's all hands-on. I try and push our students to be the scientists they need to be. Our course is aligned with 8th grade NGSS standards, and in those standards, they are trying to push your child to do all of the science. So the hardest part is going to be on our Wednesdays when your child is at home doing that science. If you're having trouble getting any materials, our pickup day for materials at the middle school is Tuesdays from 10 to 12 at room 15, or we'll have Thursdays from 12 to 2. Commonly, Tuesday is going to be our day to try and get you there at the middle school to pick up those supplies, because that is the prep day prior to our Wednesday lab day, when your student is usually building all this or running their experiments on their own. If you're having any problems with getting the materials, let me know. We will try and develop different systems if this system's not working. We love constructive suggestions on how to improve to fix it. We've thought of even making boxes and so forth, but we're worried about just leaving materials out. So any constructive ideas you can have, we'll try and adapt and work with you to get your students what they need. If you're helping your child at home, please realize the worst thing you can do is actually do it for them. This course is set up to keep on using our scientific processes over and over again, and many of our experiments are actually set up to have some failure along the way. The goal is to teach them how to reevaluate their evidence, see what happens, not give up, and actually try again. So please try not to help your student. If you see them breaking at home, please guide them. Don't let the break occur. But guide them to send a communication to me about their struggles versus doing the work for them, because I want to be able to teach them how to get through that challenge and keep on working through the problem-solving strategies that we're working through in class. Which actually brings me back to my late work policy. If you are having problems with late work, I like to build in my scientific method and the processes into an actual grading process. Students are allowed to redo work, and I understand all students master their topics at their own pace. So I'm trying to get your student to redo work that isn't at that 3 level. We're following standards-based grading, and if you need any more information on that, please go to our school website and watch their PowerPoint presentations and information on it about it at the school website. I could go on for hours about standards-based grading. It is a great way to push your child to master their topic. The goal for your child is going to be getting those 3s or higher in the class. Not every assignment's going to have a 4, because a lot of students are thinking a 4 is extra work, but that's not what that 4 is in my class. My 4 is going to be an extension of a topic, trying to push them maybe to a high school level, or maybe actually run their own research project. And I'm going to be honest, in all of my projects, I have not developed 4s just yet, because that's the hardest part of the planning, is that true extension that's not just giving your child more busy work, but actually deepening their learning and differentiating for the high end of the class. So I'm working on it. The most common class thing that I'll do if I don't have something high end for your child is I'll push them to work on Citizen Science Alliance, which is a website that actually has active days projects occurring right now in the science world that they need a lot of people to help with going through the data. And we will talk more about that in our classes with the student so that they know what to do and where to find it. But if you're ever asking them to go deeper into a topic or find their own project, what you're asking them to start looking for is a program or a website called Citizen Science Alliance, and it leads you to use Zooniverse, which has all these science projects on it. I know I have definitely forgot something you're interested in. So like I began with, please send me an email if you need to. Remember, I do prioritize my students first because there's only so many hours in the day, and my job is to teach your child as best I can their science topics. If you have any questions or anything, please do send me that email. My email is on the website. There is a link there, and it's just rkinnett@ltusd.org. It's on their Aries account. Please let me know what I can help with, and I will try my best to problem solve together. I hope you have an amazing year with your student. You're going to see them be building at home, and that's actually a really beautiful thing because a lot of things they do in class, they tell you it's good at home, and now you actually get to see what they're trying to do. We'll adapt most of our lessons to work at the home environment, and the hardest part is going to be supplies. So remember, if you ever have those supplies at home, you don't have to go to the school and get them if you already have them. And if you're willing to start helping donate, we'll always take donations. I'm trying to set up some Donors Choose projects to get those donations in for any high-end supplies we'll need later on in the year. Again, I know I've missed something. I hope to hear from y'all soon, and if you have no questions at all, I must have explained it all. That's not even possible. I'll talk to you soon, and I hope your child has a great science with me this year.